Okay, got an abyssal thingy-majigger over here. Where are you? Okay, this is something that we don't have yet. Tripod spiderfish. It does look really weird. Spiderfish waits in the gloom, perched on stilted fins. It faces the current upstream and can use its smaller front fins to direct prey into its open mouth. Ah. Oh, I see. Oh. Okay, I see. That's interesting. Sorry. Oh. Okay, I got that too. Which I guess I was looking for that. Simple mouth caps the end of a crumpled tubular body. Hands like fins are ratcheted tense, waiting to strike. Looks a little bit like, yeah, I can see. These would latch onto something. It's like a... like a leech. Bit like a leech. Oh. So all the oil spots are like just outside of Stellar Basin, which is probably nice. Mahi mahi. Oh, yeah, I know these. Those are not... These still exist. Yeah, that's not an issue at all. Those exist for sure. Actually, no, I have a rant. I have a rant about mahi mahi. I've heard I heard from one person when I worked as a fishmonger that mahi mahi are sometimes called dolphin fish or something like that. And this one person was under the impression that mahi mahi were dolphin. And I'm like, no. Mahi mahi is a fish. Dolphins are mammals. And she was just convinced that when she bought mahi mahi that it was dolphin and she didn't want to eat dolphin. And I'm like, this is basic biology. Mahi mahi is a fish. Just, you know, I think she was like, my son's in college, he's in chemistry. And I'm like, that's fine for him, but you want to know something even cooler? I'm actually in biology. I was in college at the time. Oh, I thought we needed this, but okay, I guess not. Well, I got that. Okay, I know for a fact this is one of the things that we need. Whatever this thing is. Carry that. Slitted eyes lie at the base of each pronounced claw. Its tiny mouths limited to consuming small prey. Oh. It's an... it's like an ancient arthropod similar to the trilobite. Aha! That's what we want. Well, you know. Kind of. Oh wow. That extends pretty far into the stellar basin. Ooh, the aurora. Okay, so we need one of these. I was kind of hoping that this would infect this, but I don't think that's the case. A testing tendril flicks at the water around it, tasting, analyzing. The walls of the chrysalis begin to weaken. Oh, so something within it, I see. Something within it is being birthed. Ah. This should still, yeah, it's still in the storage. That's good. That's what we want. Right, so, yeah. I see. I see. See, I'm trying to collect the, I'm trying to collect the things, like the abyssal creatures, while I do the rest of this. Because I figure it's probably a good idea. Also, I should probably do this. Because I'm sure the last thing I need is in this. Alright, okay. I was like, I thought there was one over here, and yes, there is. Okay. We can deliver the or one of the things. And by the time I get back, hopefully we'll get whatever else it is that we need. Sea slug. The small slug spends most of its life clinging to vegetation and feasting upon toxic sponges. They're cute. There's a lot of different types of sea sponges that exist. Lots of different types, and they look pretty different, and they're neat and cool and stuff. But they do usually live pretty deep. Yeah, let's take a look. This probably says the same thing, but yeah. They can be very brightly colored and very just interesting. I know that's weird, but they can be like just super bright. And like, I think there was one that was called like a bunny slug or something like that, because it kind of just looked like a bunny. I collected a sample. Eat this. The scientist arranges the specimens, now laid out on a metal table in front of him. He connects the electrodes and wires to the head of each. Brains of fish are primitive. In many ways, their simplicity is a kind of purity. No burdensome emotions to confuse the data. Just as rigor mortis locks the muscles, the final shape of the mind is held by the brain, but it can be extracted. The room was pierced with a sharp sound of capacitors charging. The corpses on the bench jolt in unison, slackened muscles arch and tense before lying still again. The scientist is already looking at the 4 monitors behind him. The same vague shape scrolls across each screen. Ragged circle, writhing cell, lidless eye, yawning pit. The difficulty is in reading it. Okay. Something's gonna happen. Outside, the foreman is in a conversation, is conversating with a recent arrival to the rig, a stern-looking man in a suit. Oh, it's Corporation Man, come from Corporation Land. Huh. But sir, the seafloor here shouldn't be disturbed. This whole rig is built on some kind of living fault. You have to trust me. Trust you? You who couldn't even keep shipments in order? Who involved locals just to save your own hide? Thorman cowers behind a clipboard. Huh. You who put this whole operation in jeopardy. Enough of this. Your concerns end at steel and scaffolding. The future of this corporation is for me alone to decide. Fire it up. The drill descends once more into the blackness under the rig. Yeah, lovely. This is, This is for sure not going to have any, repercussions on the environment. Yeah, we're going to the mangrove territory. I figured as much. Yep. Man, the suit turns to you. And we're back on track. While he overstepped his corporate responsibility, it appears the foreman was right to enlist your assistance. There's one final building that needs to be constructed on this platform. Fleet services. Without this building, we're unable to scale our efforts efficiently. Oh. I'll cut you a deal. If you assist in the construction of this building, I'll permit the workers to fit your vessel with a significant hull upgrade. After that, I don't want to see you around here anymore. Our operation is confidential. Oh. Get on with it. Okay. You've got to get this place operational as possible. Have my head. Okay, so we need the... I see. Ah. Here, have this. Factory. We're about to start construction on the final section of the factory. Because of your help getting things running up here, I'm permitted to improve your equipment with our tech. Alright, got that. So we just have this. Bait refinement. Interesting. Science lab. Yes. What's your opinion of your boss? My master? Oh, the executive, yes. He's everywhere. Very hardworking, always has been. Always will be. He needs me. My work. It all has to be correct. Do you understand? We have to be in the right place or else there's not much time left. Huh? Have you learned anything about the dark fluid I collected? It's unlike any substance I've ever seen, touched. It's moved one moment silky and the next sharp, stabbing. The scientist flinches at something in the air above him. A moment later, the lights flicker. A subtle pop of a blown capacitor can be heard somewhere in the nearby bench. His voice drops to a breathy murmur. It holds secrets, instructions, whispers. You seem concerned. Concerned. No. Concern implies... He turns to look at you. One of his eyes is bloodshot. The white completely overrun with dark red blood. Concern implies that we didn't know this would happen. Okay. The fish from Twisted Strand. Do you have them? Zephanctus, Nipontis, Opabnia, and Boreaspis. Be nice to me. I don't know how to pronounce any of these things. Please be nice. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure this is fine. Wait, didn't I collect? I thought I had a thing. No, I gave it away. I gave them the thing. That's what I did. Alright, I constructed a few more things. Right, we need 2. Or I haven't constructed anything, but I found these nearby, so I'm just gonna do this. I'll do it for the factory. Wibbly wobbly wobbly. Factory's running at peak efficiency. We've got all we need. I reckon we can repurpose some of that slag from the science lab, toss it to the water, see what turns up to investigate. Exotic bait. The rarest of fish. Crab bait. Oh. Wretched fish. So we need regular bait, dark splash, and rot. Oh, we need to let, like... I see. We need to let fish rot. Interesting. chunk of flesh float in a suspension of strange liquid. Attracts the rarest of fish. I don't think I need that, but I would like this. Here, you can have this. I don't want it. And fleet services. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, we'll get to work on fleet services. Everything should be operational here, sir. Excellent. Remember, fisherman, I'll permit the workers to upgrade your hull with our tech here. But I think you know how this works by now. You'll have to gather the materials yourself. Yeah. Including cutting edge iron you won't find anywhere else. 11 new cargo spaces. Gosh. Okay, we just need 2 crates for that, which is really not that much if you think about it. Oh crap, I got it. I actually thought I needed a lot more money for it, and then I was like, I'm just gonna hit this button and it'll probably say, oh, I can't get this. And then it's like, oh, here you go. How much did that actually cost me? Really? Okay, I thought it was going to be like 25. It was like 2,500, which I have way more of. So I'm like, okay, I literally do not have to worry about money. I thought I did. Okay, so we... Right. In order to get aberrated bait, which is the kind of the thing that I wanted, I have to get rot. That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was working on. This stuff. Crab bait. Exotic bait. Oh, attracts rare fish. Oh, actually. I mean... I still need this, which still requires rot. So I'll need to just, like, catch things and let it rot, I guess. Also, I was looking through the encyclopedia, and I found the exotic fish, the things that were extremely rare, they have aberrations now. They didn't have them before. So, I have more aberrated fish to get. And that I haven't even found yet, so I'm guessing that's part of Pale of Reach. Yeah. The oarfish is just so long. Alright, so it took a while, but I caught the aberration of the swordfish. Strips of flensed flesh course around a spike of impossible metal. Underneath rope tendons and bears a name unremembered. Ah, so it's like a sword that has a fish around it, essentially. Okay, so after doing a lot of extra fishing in this area, the Stellar or whatever, I did finally grab the last couple of aberrations. The small slug spends most of life clinging to vegetation and feasting upon toxic sponges. So, since it's eating stuff that's toxic, that would mean that it becomes toxic itself, so it won't be eaten, which is why it can be so brightly colored. Generally in nature, if something is brightly colored, it's more of a danger sign than a than a pick me up and touch me and eat me sign. And this mimic slug. Foolish morsels of the deep make mistakes they will not live to regret. So it's pretending to be a slug, and then it just eats whatever was intending to eat the slug, I think. I also got the mahi-mahi. Oh, that's right, it's in Stellar Basin. There we go. The very strong predatory fish shines with a golden light when first caught, though the color fades to a muted gray hours after death. Huh. Xeno. Horns of bone caress green veined spheres, vestigial fins, and a shriveled tail are all that remains of the progenitor. So it's an alien fish. Okay, so off screen, I've been doing a bit more fishing. I haven't gotten this yet, but I got these 3 so far. Nipponites. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and read through it like this, because this is the cooler part of it. So, Opabinia? Opabinia. I've never heard of this thing before, so... Cloud proboscis passes food to a backwards facing mouth. Flaps along the segments of its body propel it through the water. Oh, I see. Very old creature, I can probably figure. Folds of flesh contract in rhythmic waves, roving ceaselessly towards its target. It has like a whole bunch of eyes, too, to find it. Okay, Boreaspis. A long bony snout helps to root out prey from the substrate, and a thick head shield provides a strong defense when attacked. Okay. Boreal shell. A cold wind blows through a skeletal frame, condensed into the light of a ghostly aurora. Also, it's just a ghost. It's a ghost fish. Okay, I haven't caught these things. I haven't caught the aberration of this one yet. A twisting shell houses this small creature, with eyes and tentacles flailing from the opening. Oh yeah, that's very much an oddly shaped shell. This is probably something that you would find in, like, dig sites, that where they know that there are ancient organisms that died there, and places where the ocean used to be and it's now not an ocean. I went to an archaeology dig site once, and a lot of the area was open for the public to come in and hey, look, here's a rock. Take it apart and then you can take it home, kind of thing. So there was lots of, like, interesting little plants and stuff like that. So, Twisted Strand, for the most part, yeah, you do what you do. It's kind of just here. Most of the fish, I think there was one coastal fish that I already caught that one, and everything else is mangrove or in the crab trap. And probably after this, the thing's gonna go to Devil's whatever it is, and it'll be a lot of fun, question mark. It'll probably be very bad, actually. That's my assumption, is after we give this last sample, it's gonna be very bad.